All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Merchak Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And I just wanted to say a few words on this, the year of 2024, as Apostle Tahar had coined it, I believe it was a hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, or something along those lines. But pretty much that's what all the signs are pointing to. And I mean, with the whole so-called election supposed to happen at the end of next year, you have some states that are saying that they're going to take, or they're even doing it, and others that are trying to basically take Trump's name off the ballot. Some other states are saying, nope, they're going to keep it on there. So, I mean, how do you have an election when you even, before that time, you have this kind of division going on in the country? All right, you have a lot of, movies and what's called predictive programming that's basically geared towards a time of chaos. Basically the time of Jacob's trouble. That's where, if you notice, like the theme of all of these predictive programming sources is all coming down to that. Okay, but at the end of the day, as the scriptures say, at least applying this to Jake, they know not, neither do they consider. All right, you still have, here we are, 2024, and when you look at the mindset that a lot of people are in, it goes to show you that a lot of them are not actually paying attention to the signs of the times, which is expected, right? We already know that the majority of people have been already lulled to sleep, and they're going to stay in that state. All right, they're more concerned about, prosperity and the goodness and the goodwill of 2024 and all that, but nobody is considering what kind of goodwill is going to come to a country like this that is full of wickedness and perverseness everywhere, all around. I mean, the whole concept of a new year, like, having a New Year's Day and New Year's Eve, the ball drops and people are making wishes and celebrating and all of that. That's paganism. Like, ultimately that goes back to Babylonian custom. All right, you can do the research and you'll find out. The ancient Babylonians, they were the ones that were getting up into that whole, New Year celebration and all of that. I think it was in honor of their chief deity, Marduk. Okay, but a lot of people do it today without understanding the origins or what exactly they're participating or partaking in. Okay, nevertheless, even, if you don't believe the words that we're saying, if you just look in the news and pay attention to what's happening around the world, you'll see that whatever this new year is going to bring, it's not looking to be any better than, what the world just went through in 2023. In fact, it's looking to be much worse. All right, we're literally on the brink of World War III with, I was just reading an article earlier this morning where you basically have, they said in the Red Sea, another commercial vessel tried to pass through, and the Houthi rebels shot, try to take it down. So the vessel requested assistance from the U.S., which, no surprise, right? The U.S. is everywhere. Here it is. They got problems in their own country, but they're everywhere in the world. They're like the world police. Nobody hired you. Nobody elected you. You just go up in there everywhere. And according to you, everybody needs, they need peace. They need your, nice. They need your authority to come and set their lives right. Anyway, so basically they ended up annihilating these Yemen, vessels and so on and so forth. I think through helicopters they shot the ship down and all of that, the boats. But keep in mind that every altercation that happens over there increases the risk of this brewing into a much bigger war, because the headlines are always saying Iranian backed or Iran backed rebels, Iran backed Yemen rebels, Iran backed yada yada, which is like a proxy. I mean, if they're attacking these rebels and they're escalating it and they claim self-defense, here it is, the country goes on offense, you go to somebody's territory, you go on offense, and then you claim that it's self-defense. But if they claim it's self-defense, that doesn't count. But the point is, as they're escalating this over there, eventually we know that Iran is going to get involved. That's in the book of Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, right? The Carmenians are gonna come and join in, raging with wrath. So whatever's going on over there, there's going to be an even greater provocation. Now, with the Red Sea being basically clogged now because of this whole altercation going on over there, that's going to cause a lot of economic turmoil as well, because there are a lot of vessels, commercial vessels that carry products that are to be shipped and taken around the world that have to go through that passage. Okay, so if that's being blocked and all this is happening over there, guess what? You may have no idea what's going on over there, but it's going to affect you over here. The economy is already on its last legs, and these elites, they're not waiting much longer, to enact their plan. They cannot introduce a new financial system if the old one is still running. So the whole goal is, you got to destroy this one. You got to bring it down. You got to tank the stock market. You got to have that historical economic crash, which is going to happen. And when it happens with this country that's already, on the brink of madness, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be hell everywhere. But the thing is, it's not going to be from just one factor. And that's what people are not considering. And that's why the scriptures tell you that in 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, in the 3rd verse, that for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction is going to come upon them. So when people are in the mindset of, hopefully this will be a better year, and we've been through the the demic, you got to watch that. We've been through the demic and all this. Hopefully things will be better this time. They're not being realists. They're not being real. They're living in their hopes and their dreams, but you got to be real. You got to look at what the condition of the world is realistically. Okay? So they're in the mindset of hoping for peace and safety, and that's why a lot of people say they don't watch the news because it's too scary. You know what's going to happen? Just because you don't watch the news doesn't mean that world events stop happening just because you're not watching them. All it means is that you become unaware. And when you become unaware, the danger gets closer and closer. And when it hits, you have absolutely no clue what's going on. You're going to be panicking. And you're more than likely going to make the same common mistakes as everybody else because you don't know what's going on. So you're going to think the same thing that they're thinking at the same time. Oh, let me run to the supermarket and go get this. Or let me go here and go. And then there's like a million other people thinking the same thing. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to go up in there and it's not going to look good for you. So, hey, it tells you in 2nd Ezra's, the 9th chapter? Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. So there are going to be many more that perish than those that survive. And it sounds like a scene out of a fiction movie, but it's real. These warnings are real. The World Economic Forum, they're getting ready to enact their plans. Okay, they have plans. They have a lot of plans for the world, and they're getting ready to enact those plans. So for people that are in that mindset of just let's just chill and it is what it is. No, it's not. Trust and believe that it's not. When they declare martial law and they set those tanks on the streets and they set them troops out, it's not gonna be just whatever. So people got to prepare, because the signs are everywhere. Anyway, we're entering a new year, so we're gonna see what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has in store for this year. All right, but Lord willing, these prophecies get fulfilled and we get out of here, man, because this place is just, it ain't it. Babylon the Great got to fall. All right, but anyway, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.